But first and foremost, Danica and GoDaddy.com are honoring the memory of two-time Indianapolis 500 winner Dan Wheldon through a tribute paint scheme on the number 7 Chevrolet this weekend at Texas. The hood of Patrick's Chevrolet will showcase Wheldon's Lionheart logo in bold letters across a black hood, and DanWeldonMemorial.com will also be featured on the TV panel of the number 7 car. As you can see here, Danica will be wearing a special tribute helmet in remembrance of Dan, and following this weekend's race here at Texas, that will be auctioned off to the Dan Wheldon Memorial Foundation at DanWeldonMemorial.com. And Danica, just give us your thoughts about everything that's going on this weekend and what you're doing to help the auction.
Well, thank you to GoDaddy. They have partnered up with me to be able to pay tribute to Dan and what a great champion he was and a great guy that he was. And then I decided that it would be nice to do tribute with my helmet, in which this is the helmet I'll wear this weekend, and then donate it to DanWeldonMemorial.com to be auctioned off. And my hopes is that we can do everything possible to come together and to support to honor Dan and then support Susie and the kids in this very tragic thing. So I'm honored. It's a privilege, and thank you to everybody that made it come together. It's a special car this weekend.
Great. We'll go ahead and open it up for questions. Just like any media availability, if you could please state your name and affiliation. Folks from Texas Motor Speedway will bring a microphone by. Bruce, we'll go ahead and start with you.
Bruce Martin, SI.com. Danica, just how soothing was it for you to get behind the wheel of a race car and just kind of be able to focus a little bit on that after everything that we've been through the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, we did a little bit of testing in the meantime. So you're right, Bruce. It was nice to be able to get in the car, but it was really nice to just have a couple of weeks off and create some space between that weekend and those emotions and getting back out on the racetrack again. But hopefully it'll be a great weekend, and I'm going to donate my prize money to the Dan Wheldon Foundation, so hopefully it'll be a great weekend for that reason.
Bob?
Bob Pocker, SceneDaily.com. I mean, in going out in practice today, I mean, obviously you have Dan's name on the hood and the Lionheart on the hood. I mean, was it emotional at all when you try to put that behind you, but I mean, obviously it's right in front of you as well.
It feels comforting in a way, to be honest. You know, I kind of feel like I have a little angel in a way, but I tell you what, when they pop the hood open and work on the car, and to see Lionheart as I'm staring, that's all I have to stare at while I'm sitting in my car waiting for changes, is it's a cool thing. It's a privilege, and like I said, it's almost a little comforting.
Yep, if we can get a microphone to Claire.
Claire B. Lang, Sirius XM NASCAR Radio. Danica, have you ever had to deal with something quite like this before? You know, you've been pressed to a lot of emotions. You've handled a lot of learning, a lot of attention. Yeah. Has anything happened to you like this before that you've had to deal with?
Unfortunately, in 2006, Paul Dana was, he passed away at Homestead in the morning warm-up before the race began. And as a result, we stopped doing morning warm-ups like that. And so that was a good change, I think. And that's what I hope can come from this, is that it's a tragedy and it's terrible, and it's nothing anybody wants to happen, but hopefully everyone can learn and be better for it and be safer from it. That's my hope. So I have dealt with something like this before, and it's never easy. And that day, and we didn't race. The team didn't race because Paul Dana was our teammate. So when I drove for Ray Hall Letterman, we sat out that first event of the year, and it was. I have to say, we came into the drivers' meeting room and after we had been told that Dan had passed away, and it was a discussion about what do we do? Do we go out there? And there was all kinds of conversation about how to race and 2 and 3 wide and trying to restrict things, and it was just a very complicated conversation. But Randy did come in and say, look, you guys can't think straight right now. I'm going to make this decision. You're going to go out and you're going to do a 5-lap tribute, and we're not going to run today. And that was good, because after a day like that, that's probably true. We couldn't think straight. So anyway, the 5-lap tribute was nice to do. It was emotional, but it was nice to do.